morning, Prachi.
Hello, this is such an upbeat music. I just realized this. It's like, oh my God, our intro is so upbeat. I'm ready for
It
this.
is right. It's got to get you dancing. That's what's
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
So glad to see you. Happy February. It's the last day of February, the shortest
Oh,
day of
yes.
the year. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, well, great. Pretty much because I'm, yeah, another month. I'm working remotely, so I'm in Malaysia. So I was
Ooh, I'm
overall
also
having a good time.
remote. I'm also
Nice.
remote right now, but in Kansas, which is not nearly as fun. And thank you all those everyone who's joining us across LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Crystal Weiss. I'm the director of marketing at QuestionPro, and we will be talking today about advanced and all the different wonderful pieces that it like goes into advanced. And I'm joined by Prachi Gupta, who is our customer marketing magician.
Person.
And she really is always doing the best she can to make sure our customers know exactly what we have going on. Oh, I saw blue hair in that photo. Always know what's going on with our most updated products and everything. And if you want to, we would love to know where you're from. I'm currently based in Topeka, Kansas. Prachi said she is in Malaysia.
Yes, Penang, Malaysia for a
Very
few weeks.
cool. That's very, very cool. So let us know where you're from in the comment section. And if you have a question, let us know what's going on. If you didn't know, we have QuestionPro has 4 different products. We have our survey software, which is what we talk a lot about here. You can do everything with either a free license or some of our more advanced licenses. Ooh, say that 10 times fast.
Sense. Yeah.
And then you have research suite, which is really for those complex insights and can take all of your pricing and brand and studies to the next level. If you're looking to take your customer experience to the next level, then our CX platform is for you. Everything, all the loops, closed loop, outer loop, inner loop, so many loops. I don't think the CX team likes it when I say all of the loops, but I really don't know how else to say all the loops, just looping it up. And then we have Workforce, our employee experience platform that's, really taking your employee culture and your growth of your employees to the next level. Prachi, I know you worked on the CX platform for a little bit. Do you have a favorite?
Um, I know every time I say this, I feel like somebody's gonna gonna kill me afterwards. Um, but I have a lot of. I spend most of my time playing around with the research license, so or the research suite because we have so many licenses or so many different things we can do within the research suite as well. So since I spend a lot of my time exploring that, I am going to vote research suite.
Ooh,
But for
okay.
yeah, but for any of the Question Pro people listening in, it's just because I've been spending a lot of time on it. CX is amazing, WordPress is amazing, survey software is amazing.
Oh, the research team, Dan and Mark, are always very spicy about which product they think is best, and they also say research. But if you've ever heard Sonia talk on Empowering Workplaces, the podcast
Mhm.
that runs Workforce, you may slide the different way. Oh man, we have got a little bit of a, I would say, not a troll, he works for us. Adrian Mendez, the head of our customer success team for Research Suite. Man, he is a badass at all things research, but he obviously has a favorite. Okay, and today we're going to start chatting a little bit about our advanced license and everything you can
Mhm.
do with that. If you are, coming to the Question Pro page, you definitely will see our essentials, which is our free for life survey platform. It can do, if you're not looking for really advanced analysis, it can really do everything. And
Yep.
then we move up into our advanced license, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Prachi, you want to share your screen and show us how we get there?
Yep. Let me.
Woo.
Okay.
I can't believe that February only has 28 days out of the year.
Every time, right? It's like, oh my God, is this over already? Okay.
Um,
So, yeah,
Let me add to the
starting.
screen. I've been using this fun
Oh,
new.
yeah.
I know, or we could do it
Go
this
there, go
way.
there.
Ooh.
Oh, so many
Okay.
things happening there.
Okay, here we go. How we get there. We're on
Yeah.
the pricing page right now.
Yes. On the QuestionPro website, you can go into features, and here we have, you can see all our different licenses, or you could go into pricing. Same thing here. You see the pricing, you see a CTA to sign up for trial. But before that, you can also see the list of all the features that you're going to see once you sign up for this trial. So this is pretty detailed. Once I click in here, fairly simple. We just do a quick sign up.
Right.
I think now this is okay. Sure.
It's like we know where you are. You have to enter.
Whatever is my phone number.
You can enter. Sometimes I put my parents' house number in there. They still have a landline.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I put my parents' house phone number when I sign up for trials. That question. Oh,
So I clearly have a lot of email addresses here.
right. I always put plus the date. If this is actually a really
Yeah.
fun, like a really fun hack. If people don't know, for
Mhm.
emails, um, you can you can just add the plus
Number
something and it adds.
or yeah. And things still get routed to your original inbox,
Yes, it's very
right?
exciting.
Very cool. So I
Okay,
just
so
set
now
that
we're
up.
signed up. Oh,
Hmm? Yes.
you and I literally think the same. Now we're
Yeah.
signed up for advanced. You can,
Mhm.
build a survey in here. It shows you a sample survey that
Yep,
comes by
this is,
default.
yeah, this is here by default. Um, yep, just a short
Ooh,
little thing with a couple of different question types.
I love that. So why don't we go and start and build a new survey and we can show everyone the different features of advanced from the start.
Yep, perfect.
Cool.
And since we're on the trial, one, you can also come here and just check how many days you have left. We'll also show it up here as you progress through the trial. But yeah, mm, every trial is for 10 days. So you have 10 days to do everything, to play around with this. Now, starting with a new survey.
Let's.
I'm so excited to show this.
Do you have something you want to survey about?
No, I'm just so super excited because this is the
Uh,
first time I can show QXBot.
oh my gosh.
Uh-uh.
Okay, you should make it. What should the topic be for? Um, why people
Hmm.
should not move to Kansas.
Oh my God. Wow.
My mom just
You,
laughed at me.
you can't say that right after you say that's where you are.
It's where I grew up. I can say it. Okay, here we go.
I'm just
What
gonna
should we survey about? Favorite types of airlines. There you go.
airline experience. Let's
There we
try
go.
that. Okay. Create survey. So there we go. We are now in the workspace, which is where we're going to start creating our survey. But you see this here, built with QXBot. This got released very recently, and it starts at the advanced license. So you can also try it out on the trial. And QXBot is basically our AI survey bot. So, but before I go in here, starting off with creating a survey, I could go manually add questions.
Ooh.
Yes, go through all these different question types and a lot of fun things you get with the advanced license. A lot of question types which can make the survey really engaging. I love the image chooser questions. You have so all of these rating questions, just making it
Right.
really interactive. Yep, and um, the drag and drop. So you can have people rank things, but do it in a slightly more fun manner. Have people drag and drop. You
Ooh,
can
is ranking fun?
Ranking is so fun. Everybody wants to judge. Yes.
It is ranking questions are a great way to do multiple choice questions that take down uh, respondent fatigue because
Yeah.
they're not having to just like pick one after another. Ranking actually gives you a lot of data much faster.
Hmm. And you're
But
more engaged with the question as
yeah.
well as you're going through it. So many things here. You can set up your basic single select, multi select questions, your rating scale questions, your Likert scale questions, comment boxes, everything for. So we have this question type, which is contact information already set up for you in one question type. And let's go into the advanced section.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of these question types still open for the advanced
Mm-hmm.
license as well. Mhm. You get the net promoter score question, which is if you're moving from essentials, you want to do a little bit more, survey your clients, get a pulse on the net promoter score. This is where you start. And as I was exploring this, I think this was really fun. Your advanced matrix type questions, so
Ooh.
much you can do with this. Mhm. So, and this really helps reduce respondent fatigue as well, because you don't have a list of questions where um, you're asking people to rate different um, different aspects
Okay.
on various dimensions. So you don't have to set those questions up separately. So people are not going through multiple questions, but kind of just
That's
really rating
true.
them the same thing. Yeah, you just
Every
set it
once in
up
a
on.
while, on advanced and essentials, you actually, I think it's a limit of 100 questions for the survey.
Yeah.
But I don't know why your survey is longer than 100 questions. But if you're struggling with having too many questions, this
Mhm.
is a great way to kind of
Yes.
shorten that survey experience.
Yeah,
Quick tip:
definitely.
have shorter surveys.
And the complex grid flex matrix question, also great for the same thing. You can package a bunch of questions in one question essentially, and it's great for, so like you see in this sample, we're asking about, let's say, the experience of product packaging. You can ask people to select from a drop down about how they felt about it. They can rate at the same time. You can also have an open-ended text box for them to leave your open feedback, and you can also have the sliding scale. So, and this is great for also getting your customers or your respondents more involved in the question, because it improves their focus as well. Because at each time they are answering multiple aspects of one particular thing. So this
Oh.
is really fun. Mhm.
I brought you. I think what you and I think is fun is probably a lot different
Yeah,
than
yeah.
other people think is fun.
Oh yeah. It's like, yay, I can ask three different things in one
Yeah.
question. It's so
I do have
fun.
a question though. Will you scroll
Yeah.
up on the left
Yes.
on the question types? What is a reference data question?
So this is, so for example, if it has a um forgetting the term, but it has a check built in already. So,
Mm.
for example, if you're asking a zip code question, you can then select from the settings which country it should pick up
Oh, so
the
like
zip
to
code from.
validate.
Yes, it will validate this zip
Oh,
code for you.
okay. Is it for
Mhm.
things besides zip codes?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is for
I
that.
I just wanted to ask. I don't know if I'd ever seen it on there before. Okay, keep going. This is why we do office hours so we can learn new things.
But also under reference, lookup table, amazing. So if you have a really long list of questions to ask, for example, um, select the country you live in first, and then you want that selection to open up a secondary question of just the states in that country, state to city. This lookup table is where you're going to go. So lookup
Oh,
table.
that's exciting.
Yep. Yes, it gives all the questions, and then you can set it up in a way. So if I said California, this would then open up a secondary question for me, giving me all the different locations in California.
Oh, okay. And then if you were looking to validate a state or region or section of, and they didn't
Mhm.
meet that, they could be terminated or be moved on to the next, right? Like if
Yes, yes,
I'm in
yeah.
California, but I'm in Los
Mhm.
Angeles, not San Diego, you'd be like, bye.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. We have that with, let's say, where'd it go? We have that with quota control. So you can set up different quotas for a specific answer and just say, I don't want to interview too many people, or I want only 10 respondents to come in from Los Angeles. Once you get those 10 respondents, you can then, the 11th respondent can just go to either a thank you page, a quota over limit page, or once you have your 10 responses already, that option just goes away from the question. So you don't have people coming in and spending their time, but then not going through the entire questionnaire.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Let's keep going. What are some other questions we can add in here?
Um, well, these are the, as we said, the fun question types. You can also upload files, you can upload
Oh,
signatures, you can upload YouTube videos if you want people to rate you, give you feedback on a specific video. But
can you
with all
upload
of this,
voice notes?
you can
That's
upload
cool.
voice notes. Yes.
Cool. I'll stop you.
And yeah,
There's, I
the
was like, oh, this is so fun.
we will create surveys for just for fun. But the really great part when it comes to advanced is you can start using a lot of logic, and so skip logic, branching logic. So what branching logic allows you to do is based on how someone is responding to a particular question, their journey through the rest of the survey can be customized based on every step of the way what choices they make, and that makes your surveys a lot shorter for the respondents, makes
Hmm.
them have intelligent surveys, engaging surveys. So that's amazing. You get to do a lot with the skip logics and the branching and
Right.
all this logic.
Just because you have more advanced question types does not mean you get to be lazy about your survey, your
Mm,
best practices, right? You still have to have branding and logos and well written text and well written logic. You don't, just because you have the option to make your surveys more complicated doesn't mean
mhm.
that you lose your survey's best practices.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um,
And
and
I'm
I
actually,
would, oh, sorry.
no, go
I
ahead.
would
I'm just
I
going to
would
switch
even
accounts.
suggest, something that we do, and I probably hound on this a lot if you watch office hours a lot, is make sure you work out all the logic you want ahead of time before you start adding it
Mhm,
in, because it's not the most easy to see in the platform. And so you want to make sure you have that all worked out ahead of time, and then you can add it in. So work it out on paper and then add it in is something we do in marketing for all of our complicated workflows, because you want to make sure you peer logic that almost first before you send it out into the world.
yes.
Perfect. Okay, what do we got now?
Okay. I have just switched accounts from the one that we were in to one where I already have some samples set up. So that's,
Wonderful.
yes. Oh, okay, but this one doesn't
Oh,
want me
yes,
to.
I
Sorry, it just took me back to that account.
know. Yeah.
Give me a
But
moment.
on a side note, you can sign up for QuestionPro certification.
Yes.
And you can learn some of our surveys best practices. You can learn a lot about advanced question types and things like max diff, my favorite Van Westendorp, only because the name is fun to say. And you can come to things like office hours.
Yes.
Okay, you want me to add this back in? Oh, you got
I
it.
got it.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So now I have, and as you can see, it's reminding me that I have 5 more days left. So test it out and upgrade. Yes, and you said certification. Yes, definitely. So much. We have so much content on our certification site. Um, there's a lot of, so you could actually, if you signed up for a QuestionPro license on any survey license research, you could get you could get a complete on-demand training on the certification site. So, and it'll go through each and every feature that we have, how to use it, best practices, why you would use it, and some of the use cases. And there are also a lot of industry knowledge courses. So definitely check that out.
Ooh, yes. I know that I even one time was frustrated, so I was gonna like because I failed the quiz the first time. So then I was like, oh, I'll just write down the answers. But then they changed the order. And then I was like, oh no, I am the person.
You have to learn.
Right.
No way out. Yeah.
Okay, what do we got going on now?
Okay. So yeah, now I'm in my account. I wanted to make sure that we also take a look at some of this fun logic. So what I did over here is I had set up a question that's going to let me test out an extraction logic. Because I know a lot of our customers find this really useful. So if you're asking, what I'm doing here is basically asking in the last 6 months, which of these stores have you shopped at? It's a big list of stores. And as I go through this survey, I want only the options that someone is selecting to be extracted to the next question, right? And then how they answer this one, I want this stuff to get extracted to the question after that. And I want then the question type to change. So you can do that starting with our advanced license. And how I did that was basically I set up a multi-choice question. And then in logic, I have this option for extraction. Yep. And when I go into extraction, I can basically set the details here. So I can say extract all the selected choices to a single select question type, right? And then save the extraction logic. If you want to go further into details of being more specific, like, you want to add never extract options, always extract options. So no matter how somebody responds, you always want, there are a couple of options that you want to appear in every question. You can do that as well, but with our research license after that.
Ooh, so good plug for research, even though it's not Prachi's favorite. It's just the one we spend the most time. There are, each level of our licenses give you a lot more logic and analysis options. It's not necessarily that it's more powerful, but it kind of is more of like think about it as like an add-on or like a tower. Like Essentials gets you off the ground, but a research edition will get you into the sky. So really, if you're looking for each step, and depending on what depth of analysis, what depth of extraction you need, this is you can keep working your way up.
Exactly. Absolutely. So I had set it up for selected choices, and for every anything that is selected here, create a next question. And this will get auto-created. You just need to add in your question text then. And here I put in another extraction logic. And I said, okay, so whatever happens here, I want this to be then set up as a, so you can choose all these options. So you can say if you want this to be a multi-select question, you want this to be a rank order question, or a rating question. So if you do that, and next, here you go. Now, my next question is going to be rating.
Oh, this is where you lose me. Like the extracted to the larger questions, this is where I really struggle.
Actually makes it very easy for you. Yeah.
What's a BJ's Wholesale?
Aha. I do not know, because it's our bot that created this question and got me all these options.
Oh, also Kmart's don't exist anymore.
Oh, well,
or
the
Sears.
bot needs to update.
Yeah. I was at Target yesterday. That one exists. Okay, and so now what do we do?
Right. So this was just wanted to show that.
Great.
Um, and before I move to a really
Do you
fun
think we
way,
should do
how
it
you
now or
can
do it at the end? Because it's just so good. We
probably
could
at the
talk.
end for now.
Yeah, let's do all the basics about design your
Okay. Yeah.
survey,
Yeah.
distribute your
Yeah.
survey. Let's go through the
Yeah.
basics and then we'll come back.
Yes, absolutely. So, okay, we have taken a look at question types, logic. Really important part is design. And I know there were a few questions about how can we make a well-designed branded survey,
Mhm.
and this is where you need to do it. So in here, you can change your theme. You can change this to your brand colors. So I remember we did this last year, and we have so much more
Ooh.
fun things here.
Yes, there's
So this is a favorite.
also down where you'll see custom colors. You can actually upload
Mhm.
templates, right? Custom themes that match your branding's colors, your brand's fonts, your brand's logos. So if you don't quite know what you need, talk to your marketing team or your branding team, and they will get you what you need. And you can just upload it, and it'll all be in there. And then all of your surveys can look just like your company, which, trust me, your marketing team will really appreciate.
This one's hitting home, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
It's like I work in marketing.
Yeah. Like, please use the right colors. Yeah.
Is this blurry? Um,
Yeah.
but that's an inside joke for everyone at
Mm.
QuestionPro. So make sure that you really take full advantage. This can make or break the difference. No one wants to get a survey in their email from a company they don't recognize or think is spam. The colors and branding are a really subtle way to ensure that, social validation.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, so now
And
we've made it a pretty.
mhm. And so I'm just going to say save and apply for now. And in custom themes, so along with, like Crystal said, for you can really change all these colors. You can also have a custom CSS that's designed either by your team or by QuestionPro, which
Hmm.
can so you can control how your survey look and feel a lot more than uh, the clicks that we have here.
And if you want to have a custom CSS, for our longtime viewers, you can reach out. I think Kartik's team is now running all of our custom survey
Yes.
design, and he has been a great staple of Question Pro office hours back in the 2020s and a little 2021. So he's really a great resource and is running a great team now to create all of the customization. There's some crazy things the teams can do.
And I think this is great. I'm just gonna pull up what
I know
the
my face
team
gets
did
much
for the
larger
Tinder.
without warning. I'm just like,
Whoops.
oh, there I am. Surprise. Oh,
Okay,
man.
I'm coming back. It's gonna make your face smaller.
Thanks.
But yeah, so this is, for example, just pulling it
So
up from
let me add
LinkedIn
it.
because, yeah,
You want me to add
this, oh yeah, please.
it?
Yes. So, for example, this is a custom CSS that was done, and it's very much like a Tinder app interaction. So, you can have this is just a sample to show the various type of interactions you can have for your survey using a custom CSS. So, if you need that, let your account manager know. Just write into us. You can let us know on any of the social platforms right now too.
Amazing. That's so cool. Who doesn't want to, like, I mean,
Yeah.
technically, if we really wanted to get weird, all Tinder and those online dating things they're just surveys.
They're
They're
all
just scales
surveys.
of 1 to 10. Yes
Yeah.
or no. But that's probably a little too sad for people. Okay, let's get back
Okay.
to it. Oh, see, I controlled
Just
that one. I need my
warning,
face
your
to be
face is gonna
better.
get big. Yeah. I did give some warning.
Yeah. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Thank you for joining us for Question Pro Office Hours. If you're just joining us again, my name's Crystal Weiss. I'm the Director of Marketing here at Question Pro, and I'm joined by Prachi Gupta, our Customer Marketing manager, and she is just really walking us through what we can do with advanced today. So if you aren't familiar with the Question Pro suite of products, we have Essentials, which is our free for life survey software that can really do all your things you need, but does not have a great in-depth analysis, does not has an analysis but not in-depth analysis. If you would like to move forward, you can come to our advanced, which is, kind of a step up while still not needing that hands-on and now like that really technical analysis. And then we move on to team and research edition. We'll be talking about team edition next month, but for now we're talking about research edition, or not research edition. Oh my gosh, you killed me. We're talking about advanced.
Yeah.
We're talking about advanced. Maybe we
Okay.
should just spend an entire year talking about CX and workforce to give them the
Yes.
same
Enthusiasm and time.
right?
Yes.
The same
Yes.
product knowledge. Okay, so right now we're talking about advanced, and this is kind of where you can start your branding and
Designing.
where yes, and design, and this helps your respondents understand who the survey is from. Let's keep
Yeah.
going, project.
Yes. And media library, this is where you want to have your logos, which you want
Yep.
to go along with all the branding things we just went over. The other really amazing thing about advanced is you can start running um, multiple languages in your survey. So
Mm,
yeah, I picked French, for example. So my default language is English. I also want an option in French, so I've added that. It's really simple to add. You just click on Add Languages. You get a whole list of all the languages that we
wow.
support. This is a lot of languages, and if you don't see something here, but you need it, you can just let us know, and we will get that added as well. So let's say if I wanted to add German too, there we go. I have one more line item here. And with the advanced license, you can either have us do the translations for you. Auto translate comes with a later license, which is on the research license. But you can import translations if you already have them. So fairly simple. Download this template. Will be a list of all the questions and answer options and everything else, all the buttons and the clicks. And you can import that file back, or you can just do a manual translation as well if it's a
Oh,
fairly
that's fun.
direct. Yeah.
So
You
many
just come
different
in
language
here.
options.
Yeah,
That's
that's really
awesome.
cool. And this is just so question and answers, right?
Yeah.
You can go through that, but we also make sure that you do all the other little, like the start button, continue
Right.
button, thank you page, everything.
Even the subtle things matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. So this is available on our advanced and higher, but if you want to do an auto translate or have our team translate, you can either pay us to translate it for you or upgrade your license for auto translate.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. And then hopping off to finish options, lots of finish options for you here. So once somebody reaches the thank you page, of course, you can have a customized thank you page. On the essentials, you can have a thank you message, but there's also a QuestionPro branding there, and yes. So with the advanced license, you get more space on the page for your messaging and everything here. You can put in your logo or anything else that you want. And then Question Pro is a little logo at the bottom, just says powered by Question Pro. And
But there's lots of other things you can do now too.
yeah,
Great.
which is, for example, you can redirect somebody after the survey to another page.
Yep.
You can forward, you can have this. The really great part is rewards. So this is available starting team edition. So once
We'll
you,
talk about that next month.
yeah.
We'll talk about
Oh, no
incentives.
secrets. Okay. Yeah. But yes, that is what you can do at the end. And this is completely, once again, it's completely customizable. As you can see with all these options here, you can literally just make
You can
this look.
add You could add
Mhm.
source code. You can add code here, making it more branded. You can add an image. You can change things to your own fonts. You really can do a lot here. That once someone's completed your survey, they really feel like you valued their time, and again reminds them who the survey was from. You would not believe the amount of respondents that forget what they're taking a survey about halfway through.
Yes. Which company it was.
Right, which company, which product. And so you can use this page to also tell them next actions. Are they going to redeem something? Do they need to reach out to someone? Do they have any questions? This is where you can put all that information. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Then what
Perfect.
do we got after we've
Uh,
just it? I guess what's in settings? Is there anything secret in there?
yes, settings. Very cool.
That's the one I always forget. I'm like, is there something fun in here?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, look at all those fun buttons we can push.
Mm-hmm. So this is actually settings. Really cool part is notifications. So you can have all these different notifications set up. So that could be a thank you email going to the respondent. You could have notifications going to you over email, letting you know when a quota has been reached. If you're running NPS questions, you can have notifications to yourself in case there are detractor responses. And this can, in a small way, work as a trigger to help you close the loop with your customer. So
Amazing.
lots of notifications. And under settings, this really helps you control how you want someone to be able to interact with your survey. So I can say don't allow multiple sessions. So each IP address can really only give me one feedback. Enable a save and continue option. So if it's a longer survey, people might drop off midway. Give them an option to save and come back and continue it later. You can toggle that on. Survey timer, so they'll be able to see a timer when they're taking the survey. Of course, don't make it too short, but this could also help make sure that people are taking that time to respond to the survey, after which, so this one right now says after 5 seconds it'll terminate. I do not want to terminate it after 5 seconds, but just a placeholder. Okay. So yep, a lot of fun options here. And there are a lot of fun options under security as well. You can have you can password protect who accesses your survey. You can have it also kind of, you can have a gatekeeping with emails and passwords and all of these other options too.
Oh, interesting. That's awesome.
Hmm.
And this is all on our advanced side. I'm always surprised
Yeah,
how many options our surveys have.
exactly. There's a lot of options on the advanced. Um,
Hmm.
you can do so much with it.
And this all, make sure you kind of explore all your options. In a lot of the survey software we use, even in marketing or in sales, always making sure that you click all the buttons through, because you may find something like settings looks really kind of like, oh, it's probably just this. You may have already assumed what it is in your mind, but then when you get in there, you're like, wow, I can do so many things. So make sure you explore the tool, because it will create a more powerful experience for your respondents.
100%. And one thing we didn't cover yet is our preview
Oh,
link. So once you have this set up, make
these
sure
are
you
my
preview the
favorite. I think these are
survey.
so powerful.
Yes. So you can either click on preview here, but to preview this, oh, there you go. Okay. So now
Wait, I'm not seeing
can
anything.
you see it? Oh,
No.
okay. No. Again. StreamYard just make sure you don't share the wrong
They
screen with
are
someone.
very good about that.
Yeah.
They want you to share windows.
Yeah. It's like, this is all you're going to see. Okay. Right. So this is the preview option. So what I did, I just went here. Oh, well, you won't see it. I went and clicked on the preview icon, get here. We made a change to the design. So you can see that in the background here. All the
Mhm.
three languages that I selected are here. But these translations, I haven't imported them yet. So, of course, this is not going to show that language. Just going to go into English. And this is now, if you remember, this was our extraction question. I'm just going to say these, go next. And there we go. It only picked up what I had selected. I'm going to select just a few
Nice.
more. And then there you go. My selection gets even shorter.
Ooh.
And that's it.
There was a
On,
Kmart in my town when I was growing up. I can still
yeah.
remember the weird smell. But I do have a Costco card now. Look
There
at
you
it.
go.
Like any classic adult. Uh, but
Only
there are
took you down memory lane. Yeah.
Costco is there's too many things there. I don't need that much. There's like, you don't need 100 rolls of toilet paper at a time.
Oh my
But that
God.
is,
Unless you're in the lockdown and
oh yes,
you're
that
just
is.
hoarding toilet paper. Yeah. Then you need that.
Oh man. There is definitely a lot of options in that smart logic, extraction logic, or whatever you were using. Is really
Yeah.
helpful, and that's how you can preview the question ahead of time. There's also like those live links are great when you are getting ready to distribute, and we will talk about that here in a second.
Yep. So quickly going to distribute, you can send it via email, and multiple ways to send it via email, right? You can upload a list of all your contacts. And so if you say here, you can just name a list, and um, you can upload a list into this of names and email IDs, and use that list to then send it out, send this email and the survey out to that list. Everybody gets a unique link that is tagged to them. The other option is, let's say, when you're on a trial, you don't want to upload a list of people, but you want to run a short, just a test survey with people. This is a live link. It's an anonymous link, so it's not by default going to be tagged to any user ID or any names or email IDs. But yes, you can use this to send it out to people. So you can just put it in your email body, and yeah,
That's
that's it.
awesome. And did you wait? Sorry, I wasn't listening there for a second. Did you talk about uploading your email list?
Yes, I did.
Great. I might have been looking at you, but I stopped listening.
Yeah. We spoke about email lists.
Sorry, Prachi.
It's
Great.
cool.
And then I guess my second thing is when for emails, can you send out on advance? Can you send surveys for people who haven't taken or finished their survey yet?
Yes. So if you're using our lists, where you're uploading a list and sending out surveys through QuestionPro, through this platform,
Okay.
you will then have the entire history under sent. I haven't sent anything right now, so we
Yeah.
don't see anything here. But from this section, you can send reminder emails only to people who've started but not finished, or maybe not started the survey. So everybody who hasn't yet finished your survey gets reminders. You can
Amazing.
have that scheduled. Yes. And
Mhm.
for every feature, you'll see a little question mark here. Everything has a help file of its own. So everything
That's
has to be fixed.
amazing. And as I know, me and Prachi and our marketing team and our product team all collaborate on those help files to make sure they stay updated and can really give you the use case you're looking for, because we know sometimes like saying, well, click here and do this isn't always the most helpful.
Yes. But I think our help files are pretty detailed. I know
Oh
I go
yeah,
to the
they're
help
so
files for a
detailed.
lot of, yeah, I go there for a lot of questions as well.
I love that. So then let's get through distribution, because we got to hustle if we want to talk about the thing we
Yes,
want to talk
yes.
about.
Oh my God, we got to hurry up. So you can also share on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You have your QR code. You can have a mobile app if you are in a place that doesn't really have connectivity. You can add a mobile device. And for this, you just need to get in touch with your account manager. They will activate a key for you. And we also
And you
have,
get
I
up
love
to
this part.
you get 5 device keys for advanced. Man, look at all these fun facts I know.
Oh, wow.
You can get up to 5 device keys.
You can now also send it to a panel of survey respondents, which is managed by QuestionPro. So you can go into audience, and once you go in here, you can then run a quick panel survey. Which is just you select who you need to reach out to, select how long your survey is. You get the details of the pricing on the spot, and you can launch your survey to a select group of panel members.
Awesome.
Okay. And now we're rushing, so I'm going to quickly go into analytics.
Man, Adrian Mendez is just Adrian. Should you have been? You said you were busy, didn't want to be on office hours, and yet you seem to have a lot of commentary. He even side messaged me.
Well, maybe it's make it compulsory for him to join us from the next
I
time.
know. Maybe he's missing me. He's missing being on office hours. Okay, and so now we've distributed our survey. Let me move our faces.
Yeah, we distributed our surveys and we want to analyze the data. So come in here under analytics, you have dashboard, and this is your dashboard. You can, under settings, you can apply a bunch of different filters. So your dashboard you can have a filtered dashboards, which is possibly giving you just for example, one view of your survey. And the other thing is, a lot of people ask this, can I download my responses? Yes, you can. So under dashboard, go into responses. All your responses are here. And as you can see here, you can download all of them in Excel. You can also say, I only want completed responses, or I only want terminated, if you're running an analysis on that. And yep, so you can get all of this in your in a PDF report or in Excel.
That's awesome. There's also a way to export your dashboard in your company colors. Man, I just love branding. You can export your dashboard in company colors or in a PowerPoint, a Adobe PDF. I know there's so many options that you can really just automate it into your systems. So your presentation is all done. And with the advanced license, how many dashboards do you get?
You actually get one.
Oh, great.
So, yes, because the advanced, it's meant for one user. So
there
yes,
it is.
So yes. If you need more dashboards, maybe for different departments or different managers, then the team edition is a better fit because it gives you a lot more of those dashboards.
Awesome. And so there's lots of ways to manage your data, to analyze your data in advance, but we want to leave time for something brand new coming to advanced that I know Prachi is very excited to talk about.
Yay. But yes, do go through analysis as well. There are a bunch of different, you can do trend analysis, cross tabulation, so you don't really have to download and go into Excel only to do these things. You can run a gap analysis, and you can also have device audits, which gives you details on how your completion rates are on different devices. Also text analysis, so you can have word clouds, you can do a text report, which also allows you to tag different open-ended comment questions. And you can also run a search if you want to search responses that used specific words. You can do all of that.
Oh, that's very cool. So you can really go into the qualitative with advanced too. That's great. We support qualitative and quantitative here at QuestionPro. Some of us 100%. Might say qualitative is much more interesting.
Okay. Well, now what we've been waiting for, or what I have been impatiently waiting for.
I can't do a drum roll.
Let's just do airline experience. So, and this is actually already out on all licenses, starting from advanced license. You can try it on our trial license as well. and that's QX Bot. That is our AI powered survey bot. So if I go into build with QX Bot, what we did earlier was we selected questions and did the whole thing ourselves.
Yep.
But you can also come in here and let's say, what prompt do you want to give it?
I mean, all of which college should a teenager choose or something? College choices
Okay. Okay. Maybe generate a survey on college choices
in the
in the
US.
US. Okay. It does take a few seconds for this to generate. And but then in the meanwhile, we can talk more about what it's doing. So this ideally is going to give you a list of 20 questions. That's the maximum number of questions that it's going to give at this point. And you can then select if you want to keep all the questions or just a few questions from that. But this is really fun and interesting because you really don't have to have come from a lot of experience and already know, for example, all the main colleges that exist in the US.
Right.
You
Oh,
can
this
have
really
this.
wants us to be This wants us to be
Yeah,
Ivy
this is
League.
only Ivy League.
Ooh.
Yeah, but as your if we give the prompt, if we make it a more specific prompt, it will of
Yeah.
course give us
You
more.
could say like generate a survey on colleges in the Pac-12 or
Yeah.
in the, in the Midwest or in Kansas or in Missouri. Don't go to
Yeah.
any of those places for college. But
Absolutely.
now show me how to pick and choose which questions I want to add to my survey.
Yeah. So now it's given me, so if I just see, it's given me 11 questions and it's created, it's not just a set of questions, it's created like a flow as well. So which college are you considering? What city do you prefer? What other, so if we haven't covered it there, what else are you considering? And what type of colleges? So this is really
Yeah.
building a survey for you and an entire flow.
Right. And
So,
it goes farther than just like give me a list of colleges to choose from, but tell
yeah.
me, what demographics you want or how much you want it to cost. If you scroll farther down, it really dived into that. And that's really cool. And
Yeah.
now we can add all of these questions to our survey.
You can select all questions, or you can say, I want all questions, but I don't want open-ended questions. So you can remove just that. You can decide what you want to keep and what you don't. Another great thing you can do here is you can also, it has selected what question types these should be, but you can change that. You can say, I want this to actually be a multiple choice, select many question. I want this to become a comment box question. You can change that directly from here.
That's all
So,
before you even put it in your survey.
yep. And
That's
clicked
awesome.
on add. And there we go. I have my survey. Now, all I would do here is I would add logic. I would, right? I would add intro text. I would design my survey. But the hard work of figuring out what to ask and how
Oh
to
my
ask it,
gosh, right?
that's different. Yes.
I would say that so often, we love designing surveys. We love talking about how well they'll look and how we can distribute them and how we can analyze them. But we've never really done a how to write questions and answers.
I know.
And question and answers really are, the backbone, obviously, of a survey, but they can be the hardest part and outlining all that logic ahead of time. And QuestionPro QX Bot can really help you make the difference there. And we're going to add the link to the landing page where you can check it out and more details about it in the chat or in the comment section. And or you could just sign up for a QuestionPro advanced trial and you will see it in there live right now.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
And also super fun, it also works in other languages. So if you so whatever your primary language here is, so if I change this to Arabic and then went back here and built a survey, it would generate my survey in Arabic. Oh,
and it already moved to the right. There we go.
Yeah. But now if I did build with QX bot and I generated a new survey, it would all be in Arabic and not in English.
That's awesome. Cool. Any other fun QX spot facts?
These are all the fun facts I have.
These are all the fun facts. Again, guys, we're at time. Oh, we made it. An hour. Can't believe we talked for an hour. I always forget.
Oh my God, are we going to get time to do this? Yeah.
I know. Well, thank you so much, Prachi, for walking us through QuestionPro Advanced License. If you're looking to sign up for a free trial, go to questionpro.com/pricing, and you can sign up for a free 10-day trial there. If you're looking for something a little bit more advanced, our Team Edition, Research Edition are there to help you, and a customer success manager can always reach out to you and let you know more, especially if you're looking to upgrade your license. Next month, I won't be here. I'll be on spring break with my family. They're coming to visit me in Austin. Yeah. And so I will be on vacation, but Prachi will be here with a guest, equally as fun, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they will be talking all about Team Edition. And that's going to be March 27th. So we look forward to seeing you on March 27th, talking about Team Edition and all the new things. I'm sure they'll talk about QXBot even a little bit more. We'll still have another build even. So, the product team, I'm sure will make it even better in the next month, because it only took them a month to build the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There are going to be more advancements, and we're definitely going to be covering it next time as well.
Probably we will be talking about this. Crystal won't be here to distract me. We are so grateful and thankful that you all joined us, and make sure to follow us on all our QuestionPro social medias, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And we can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.